Hey guys, I hope you're all doing really well. Today I'm going to be sharing with you an empties video. It has been quite some time since I sat down and just talked about some beauty trash. I'm really excited to share with you all my feelings and thoughts on all of these products. And yeah, let's just hop into it before I get rambly because I do have a fair amount of stuff to talk about since it has been like 3 months. So let's just get on into it. I personally really love seeing makeup empties, so let's just start with those. The first item I want to share is the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara. This is a tried and true favorite. This has been in like almost all of my empties videos for the last year or two even, and I just love it. It gives me so much volume and length, and it never transfers or smudges on me. This formula is just so good, and even though the wand is kind of massive, like it is probably about the same size as my eyeball, I feel like I have so much control and I can really get a lot of separation and volume all at once with this wand. Now, this goes for everything right now, not just this brand or this specific product, but I am really trying to rein it in. I feel like when quarantine started, I did purchase a fair amount of makeup because I hadn't purchased makeup for several months before that. I'm trying to dial it back, and I really want to evaluate where I'm spending my money, like what brands I'm giving my money to, and just seeing like, do I actually need all this makeup? Because I'm working from home right now. I work out of my home 1 day a week, and I barely leave the house right now. And then my school is going to be remote as well in the fall. So I just don't really need a lot of makeup, but I also don't know, just given the social climate right now and the beauty industry as a whole right now, I just don't know who I want to give my money to. So when I'm talking about these products, keep that in the back of your mind, because it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to spend my money on this again in the future, but I just don't know right now. I don't know who I want to support and where I want my money to go. It is something that I'm keeping in the back of my head and that I'm very much trying to be considerate about. But I want to talk about this product in terms of my experience with it, and all these products with my experience with the actual product and aside from the brand. Do you know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. I hope that's clear. And yeah, anyways, I'm going to move on because that is a favorite mascara of mine, but Milk does seem to be a little bit problematic from what I've seen recently. I just don't know how I feel about it. I really need to do some more research and spend some more time just observing before I really make any serious comments about any specific brands. So yeah, the next one we're going to talk about is another mascara. This one is by Fenty Beauty. This is the Full Frontal Mascara. This is such a nice mascara in terms of application, and the look of it is really good, but longevity is just not there for me. My hooded eyes like rejected this mascara, I swear. It would always transfer up on the hoods right here, and it would smudge a little bit on my lower lashes, but I generally would just get major transfer up on my actual hoods of my eyes. But the actual look of this mascara was absolutely beautiful. So I was really fortunate. I did receive this from Influencer, and I was really happy to play around with it and try it out. On initial application, absolutely beautiful, lots of separation, lots of length. It was really nice and fluttery, but in terms of it actually performing for me and for my face and for my lifestyle, it just didn't work out. It was just a no-go for me, for sure, but beautiful. And the last mascara I want to talk about is by ColourPop. This is the BFF Volumizing Mascara in the shade Purple Prose. I finished this up in my most recent round of Roulette Pan collab. You guys know I have had this for quite some time. I've had this for about 1.5 years now, and I just did not use it enough over the last 1.5 years to justify ever purchasing another colored mascara. This was really a good eye-opener for me. So as much as this color was fun and the idea of colored mascara is a lot of fun, I think I'm just gonna forego purchasing any more colored mascaras, at least for the immediate future, because it's just something I don't tend to get use out of. And speaking of ColourPop, I also recently finished up duplicates of the ColourPop Creme Gel Liner in the shade Exit. I finished both of these in my 20 favorites in 2020 project pan. I had one of them in it originally, and then when I used that one up, I rolled in the other one, and I'm so grateful that I finished these up because this is one of the products that was not a favorite, even though I put it in that project. I love the formula, but I just don't like white white eyeliner at all on me. I don't like it. I never use it as an eyeshadow base, and I hate the way that it looks in my waterline. It just looks so stark on me in a way that I personally don't like. I do like it on other people. It just doesn't vibe with me. So I'm happy that I used these both up. I'm so happy for that, and I will not be purchasing any more white eyeliners, but this formula is really nice. It's perfect for the waterline. It just glides on and it does last really well. So it's not that I wouldn't recommend this formula or this line. It's just, this is just not for me. I actually finished this up in the last round of Roulette Pan collab as well. This is the e.l.f. tinted lip oil in the shade Nude Kiss. Really comfortable, really easy formula to use, and I was basically like addicted to this when I was reaching for it in that project. It was like habitual to just throw this onto my lips, and it was perfect. It is really nice. This is actually the second one of these that I've been through, and it is something that I would consider picking up in the future, but I kind of have like really expanded my lip gloss collection, and so I'm going to use up the lip glosses that I own before I even consider purchasing this again. But it was a really nice formula, super easy to throw on, and yeah, it went with like everything too. You guys might recognize this from my 9 in 2019 from last year. I finally finished this up. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick. This was a mini, and I actually dug out all of the product from here. The last little bit that I dug out, I did put into like a separate like sample container, and I put a little bit of lip gloss into it, and I mixed the two together, and I was wearing it more like a lip stain or like a tinted lip gloss, and it was a lot of fun to finish it up that way. It was really nice and super flattering, but I am happy to get this used up and out of my collection because I do have another one of these minis that my friend actually gave to me, so I have another one of these to work my way through eventually. Beautiful color, really beautiful color and beautiful formula. I just have so many freaking lipsticks, so this was a big accomplishment for me to finally get through even just a mini like this. This was also my 9 in 2019 as well. This is the Pixi Correction Concentrate in the shade Brightening Peach. This was a really good color corrector. It worked really well for me when I was like a little bit more sleepless, a little bit more restless than I have been lately, and when I was like studying and working. I was tired. I was really tired for many a months there, but recently I just don't really feel the need for something like this. I haven't really felt like it's missing in my routine since I used it up. That may change eventually, but for the time being, I don't really feel like this is an essential step for me. It was really good, and it was kind of essential when I was using it, but lately I just don't really need it. Maybe it's because I have a little bit more of a tan, maybe it's because I have a little bit more of an actual routine and I'm not really leaving the house. I'm also not wearing makeup like out of the house, so I just don't really feel the need to be like super perfected. But it was a really great product. It sat really nicely underneath of concealers, and it worked really well for me. I just don't need it. I'm tossing out two of my favorite sponge. This is the Eco Tool sponge, and it is just so good. I love this flat edge here, and I find that I can just set my concealer so easily with this. It's just perfect for that. I have another one that I'm currently using that is actually getting pretty torn up now as well. I love this sponge, and I feel like it is like the perfect consistency. Like, it is very nice and soft when it's wet, but I do find that these do rip kind of easily. Like the one that I have right now, I've already torn, and I only started using it like 2 weeks ago. So if you guys have a suggestion of a sponge that is like comparable in terms of price and not consistency, but texture, I guess is what I'm trying to say, let me know, because I would be interested in trying something a little bit different. Also, this was just a limited edition color. I think it was for, honestly, I cannot remember. I bought it because it was on sale. Like, these were on super clearance, so that's the reason why I bought it. This was just a limited edition color. I don't think you can usually get it in this. It usually is in the green. and I really like the green. I'm also going to be saying goodbye to 3 nail polishes, 2 of which are from Essence. These ones are the gel nail polish. This one is in the shade Perfect Match. This was a gorgeous nude on me, like a pinky nude. I really like this on me. It was such a beautiful color. And then this one is called My Sparkling Darling. Oh, that's cute. And it was a really pretty like light purple shimmer shade. This one dried up like so long ago, and I didn't want to part with it, but I cannot use it. Like, there's nothing in here, guys. You can see there's no product in here, so I'm happy to be getting rid of it now. And then lastly, I finished up the Perfect Gel Nail Lacquer from Kiko. I don't know entirely if this brand is cruelty-free, but I did purchase this when I was in Europe last year. And so I did actually manage to finish this up within like a year, which is a big accomplishment for me. I never use up nail polish like in an actual decent amount of time. Like, it usually takes me a long time, but I love a good just like crisp white nail. So I wore this a lot, and it has gotten very gloopy, very like thick in the bottle now, so I'm just going to be saying goodbye to this. So let's hop into some skincare. I used up 2 facial mists actually. This one is by Derma E. You guys know I had this in my 20 favorites in 2020. This was just a favorite of mine. I love how refreshing this is and how cooling this is and how hydrating it is, and the fragrance of it was so nice. It kind of smelled like a little bit like green apple. And it was a really pleasant time to use this. I really enjoyed this, and I flew through it because I really loved it. And then the other one is by Divine Essence. This is the Organic Damask Rose Floral Water. This was really good as well. I really liked using this kind of if I had done my skincare a little bit earlier on in the evening. As I was going to bed, I would just spray this all over my face to kind of rehydrate my skin and kind of help my skincare like work farther into the skin, I guess. I don't know, it was a really nice like ritual at the end of the day to just douse my face in this, and I really did enjoy it. I don't usually like rose products, but something about this was really nice and really hydrating and very just relaxing as well. I got a couple little sample packs. I know some people don't really like to hear about these, so I'm just going to be very brief. The first one is the OleHenriksen Truth Sea Rush Brightening Gel Cream. I wrote on the back, I got 3 uses out of it and it was good. That's all I really have to say. You can't really know how you feel about a product after only 3 uses, but this I did only use under makeup, and I really liked the way that my makeup applied over top of it. And then this one is by Josie Maran. This was the Whipped Argan Oil Face Butter. This one alternatively I used one time underneath makeup, and I didn't love the way that my makeup sat on my face that day, but then the other 2 times that I used it, because I used it 3 times and it was good. The other 2 times I did use it just as a night cream, and it was really nice. I just think it was a little bit too heavy underneath of makeup, but again, those are not the most comprehensive thoughts, but that's my first impressions on those. And then I finished up a full size of the Sunday Riley Tidal Brightening Enzyme Water Cream. This was a very lightweight moisturizer. It was very nice. If I had oily skin still, this would just be like perfect for me, but my skin is very normal, so I oftentimes found that I needed to wear an oil underneath of or on top of this just to help give myself a little bit more hydration. And I recently finished up this mini of the Drunk Elephant TLC Night Serum. This is so good. This is like a tried and true glycolic serum for me. I love it. I find that it really helps with scarring. It really helps with active acne. It really helps just make my skin look so much more calm and balanced. However, this stuff is just so freaking pricey. So I have been testing out the Buffet serum from The Ordinary, which is not at all the same, but I am testing that out right now, and I do feel like it's working for my skin. I don't have as severe of acne scarring as I did when I was using this, but I still have like congested pores, and I still have fine lines and all the other things that this was kind of targeting. So I am trying that out. I am also integrating vitamin C into my skincare much more regularly now than I ever was, and I do think that that helps with brightening. So I don't think I have to purchase this anytime soon. This is something that was a little bit of a treat for me, and I really did enjoy it, but it's just so dang pricey. I don't really want to invest in this again but it did work and it was really, really effective. I've got another Drunk Elephant product here. This is the C Tango Multivitamin Eye Cream. This was a 100-point perk from Sephora actually, and I was so happy when I saw these come out as a 100-point perk. Like I knew I had to grab it because I went through a full size of this in the past and I really did love it. It was so good. Really nice and brightening under the eyes and really nice and hydrating and just like perfect to wear under makeup, but also really nourishing to wear on its own overnight. But it's just so expensive. Like I can't even justify spending that kind of money on this. No way. Really enjoyed the experience of using it though. I also finished up this Biossance Squalane and Marine Algae Eye Cream. This was really nice, really nourishing under the eyes. It felt really good, and I do think that it helped my under eyes not look so dry and crepey because I don't have an eye cream on hand at the moment, and ever since I stopped using this, like I do notice that my concealer falls into my fine lines. I just look more tired and older. I look older. So I really need to get another eye cream into my life, but I can't spend this kind of money on eye creams. So I'm really considering just going right back to the Derma E one, but I feel like that has gone up in price. But if you guys have any recommendations on a good, just like standard eye cream, nothing too crazy, but it will help just to hydrate the under eyes, let me know. I have been using the Kapari Eye Balm recently, just overnight. I don't use it underneath my makeup, but I definitely need an eye cream in my life, like ASAP. So let me know your suggestions on that one. And I finished up this lip balm, which is a big accomplishment for me, guys, because they always just go missing. I have like 1,200 on hand at any given time. This one is the Key Lime Pie by Lush. I would just keep this by my bedside table and use it every single night before bed. And I used every last little drop of this. It was so good. It smells so good. Just like a lime candy. It smells amazing. If it wasn't the most like really rich lip balm, you know what I mean? It just kind of was more like a coating of moisture on my lips, but it felt comfortable. It didn't feel like it dried my lips out or did anything at first to my lips, but it just wasn't the most like deep nourishing, deep conditioning lip balm, but it was a good one. I can't be buying any lip balm for a while. I have a lip balm in like every nook and cranny of my apartment, and it's just overkill. I don't need any for a while, that's for sure. I recently finished up this Jason Soothing 84% aloe vera hand and body lotion. As you can see, I cut into it to get every single last drop out of this product. However, I wouldn't consider this a favorite. I didn't cut into it because I absolutely needed every last drop, other than the fact that I just don't tend to buy lotion. I don't have a lot of lotion on hand, so I wanted to use it in its entirety, but I didn't love it. It was decently moisturizing. There's just something weird about the scent. Like on first smell, it smells okay. Like it's like, okay, that's all right. And then like, yeah, I don't know. After one moment, like a brief moment, it's like, what is that? It smells kind of funky. It smells a little off. I can't pinpoint what that scent is. It's a little bit like, kind of like bad breath, but with a sweetness to it. So it's not great. The scent isn't great, but the function of it was good. Like it did work. It was nourishing, and that scent did not linger, so it's not a big deal. But I won't be repurchasing this, but maybe I would repurchase a different scent from Jason because I have used their body washes. I love the fragrances that they have those in the coconut as well as the citrus ones. So I know that they can make fragrances well. It's just this one, yeah, there's something off about it. Something not so great about it. And then alternatively, this is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. This is like the mega huge tub that they come out with for Black Friday, I believe. And this was such a good value, and this lasted me forever. This doesn't have a scent to it in any capacity, and it's such a nice, nourishing, super rich hand cream, body cream, face cream, whatever you want to use it for. I used it for all of the above, and I loved every last moment of it. Patrick actually really likes this as well for his face and for his hands, and I really need to get my hands on another tub of this. I hope that they do this again this year because this was $19 for 12 ounces of product, which is just a great deal. I go through this shampoo like water. You guys have seen this in every Empties video for like 3 years now. This is the Avalon Organics Clarifying Lemon Shampoo. This is just my absolute favorite. I don't even want to test any other shampoos anymore because every time I try something else, it does me dirty. This is just the best for balancing my scalp, making my hair feel super clean, and making my scalp feel happy. Every other shampoo that I try, quite honestly, I find I have an issue with my scalp the same day or the day after, where it feels very tight and irritated and dry and just itchy, and I'm very aware of my scalp every time I use another shampoo, but whenever I use this, I don't even think about it. I don't even think about my scalp. I don't have to. It's great. I'm not reminded that I have a scalp at all times, and this is just the best. It is my tried and true. I have one in my shower that's almost empty and a backup in my shower already because this is just the only thing that works for me. And I recently finished up this Whey hair oil. This is really good. It was really nice and nourishing. I love the scent of Whey products. However, I don't 100% know with certainty actually if Whey is cruelty free. I picked this up though in a 500 point perk set from Sephora, and this was a very generous size of hair oil. It was 1/3 of an ounce, actually 0.33 fluid ounces, so pretty generous, and it lasted me a really long time actually. So I don't need something like this, but I did enjoy using it while I had it. And lastly, I have a bath bomb. This one's by Cannafused. This was the Canna Bath Bomb, and I actually had 2 of these, but I threw out the packaging for the other one because I put them into the same box in my bathroom together. But this was so good. It is a THC and CBD bath bomb, which I know is not for everyone, but it was really a really nice experience. It left a nice oil in my bath, and it just made my skin feel very nourished, and it was super relaxing. Let's be real, a bath is a very relaxing experience already to begin with, so this might have not necessarily like been a huge influence on that experience, but it was a really nice experience. I really enjoyed using these, and Cannafused is a brand that is local to me, so it was really fun to try something local and just to try out a CBD body care product. I definitely would be interested in trying like more topical kind of products, to be honest, and I know that's not for everyone, but I would be interested in trying like body creams or that kind of thing that contains CBD and THC because it felt so nice. I really enjoyed it. I actually managed to get 4 baths out of 2 bath bombs because I broke them both in half, and it felt like more than enough for me. They were such a nice experience, such a soothing experience, and yeah, I definitely do recommend these for like helping with sore muscles and just to help you relax and feel like ready to go to sleep. It was really nice. So yeah, that's everything that I finished over the last few months. I hope that you guys enjoyed hearing all of my thoughts on all of these products. Thank you guys so much for watching and for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.